Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mysticle, and today I'm back at you once again with another news video. Today there's no massive upgrade, nothing like that. We just have a ton of really exciting news to talk about, not about one specific device in particular. So, as usual, in case you guys like this one, slap the red button down below, and let's get right into the video. So first thing on our list today is something that I find very, very interesting. It was posted by Sadly It's Bradley on Twitter, and it's about a headset that nobody knows. A headset that nobody knows? How can we talk about something nobody knows? Well, let's read. From a VR survey a person did from a relatively big survey company, a world famous company that just stepped into VR for the first time, that supports color pass-through and face tracking. And even though, as the comments pointed out, this seems very much so like a marketing strategy, considering their headset is being labeled as rich and realistic vibration, and the Quest 2 is being labeled as regular, this is still incredibly interesting. As if we look at the price points and specs of the two devices, we can find some very interesting things. Like, for example, the fact that the device will be $399 for 256 gigabytes, where the Quest is exactly the same. We haven't seen a headset like that yet that would actually be able to compete with the Quest. But here's where it gets interesting. VR games. Of course, those are things that people are very interested in. Not only do you need to have a good device, you need to have good content. And if you're a world famous device stepping into the VR market for the first time, that's not always simple. But here we can see that this device will have 200 plus titles, quality games besides the Oculus exclusive titles. So, of course, Oculus exclusive titles are Oculus exclusive titles. No other headset is going to get those unless someone somehow manages to mod them. But 200 plus titles on launch day is massive. That's like really big. Headsets launch with like less than 100. And like this is really, really big. Makes you seriously wonder, OpenXR support? Something along those lines? How on earth are they getting 200 plus titles on launch day? Comfortable, lightweight design with well-designed pressure distribution, 4K plus resolution, 100 to 105 degrees FOV, facial expression recognition supported, haptic feedback, and mixed reality experience colored. There are a few things in there where the English isn't 100%, making me think that this might be some sort of company from China. However, I am unable to confirm this, as we have no other information about this device, except for the fact that it is from a world-known company that nobody knows about. Yet, of course, who knows, maybe once they're mentioned, it's going to come out to be something absolutely massive. Do let me know what you think about this down below. Do you have a company in your mind that you think might be creating this? Or is this a headset that we already know about, but just don't have in our heads for now? This is always so mysterious. It's very exciting when things like this are so mysterious. Meta, behind closed doors, has been working on photorealism. We mentioned this in the last video, and there were debates happening in the comments section on whether photorealism is necessary in order to have immersion. A lot of people said yes, a lot of people said no. However, Meta is continuing with their Codec Avatars 2.0, and they are approaching complete realism. Facebook first showed off this technology back in March of 2019. Powered by multiple neural networks, the avatars are generated using a specialized capture rig with 171 cameras. Once generated, they can be driven in real time by a prototype VR headset with 5 cameras, 2 internal viewing each eye and 3 external viewing the lower face. And they are intense. Like, we saw these a few videos back, and these are incredibly realistic, to the point where they could fool me, where I might think that I'm looking at a real face. Of course, driving these real time is going to require a lot of power, neural networks, etc. But Meta, of course, as we know from last video, is working on a new standalone chip for standalone headsets to drive these avatars on standalone headsets. Kind of like Apple did with its M1. Very, very exciting, especially since people love complaining about Meta's avatars being too minimalistic, not offering too many choices, and just overall, I mean, looking like, I can't zoom in, that. We've already come very far with the avatars, but personally, I think if we can reach some sort of middle ground between photorealism and animation, that would be really cool. Kind of being able to add on things that might not necessarily exist in the real world onto photorealistic avatars, or just give people a choice and let them decide on whether they want photorealism or complete animation. After all, this is a complete virtual world in which you can be exactly what you want to be and do exactly what you want to do. Do let me know down below Are these avatars looking creepy to you? And would you use one of these, or would you use their animated avatars when you are yourself in the metaverse? Personally, again, I would like to see some sort of middle ground forming, but want to hear your opinions. There is a new KatVR Treadmill. I'm pretty sure you guys remember us checking out the KatVR C, but now the KatVR C2 has returned with a price tag of $1,000, which is better than the last one. And it's supposed to be smaller, better, and quieter. However, I haven't gotten to check it out yet. It's going to be arriving very, very soon, and you already know we're going to be checking it out. But it is jumping onto Kickstarter this week, as well as the fact that they are currently running an Easter egg hunt that you guys can participate in by finding the Easter eggs inside their videos. Whichever one finds all the Easter eggs first wins a KatVR C2. So do make sure to check that out. A new crowdfunding campaign for the device launches at 7 a.m. PT on May 14th, with early bird orders starting at $698 without shipping. As with other treadmills, the device consists of a dish that players stand on with a special pair of shoes and a harness that they then strap themselves into. You can lean forward to run or walk inside VR. I personally am incredibly excited to check out the KatVR C2. I loved the KatVR C, and it was amazing. I loved the device, but it had some fatal flaws that I did mention. For me, personally, living in a tiny house, the noise and the size was definitely one of them. Both of those supposedly being addressed in the KatVR C2. So you already know I cannot wait to check this one out. As well as the fact that some things for it have already started arriving, and they look like a big upgrade. I won't spoil anything. Do let me know. Do you guys have the KatVR C down below? Would you enjoy running and walking inside VR like you do in the real world, or do you just prefer moving along with an analog stick? Meta has opened its first store. You guys know from the last video I wasn't invited, but a bunch of YouTubers have been posting their 360 videos or just their videos of the experience, and it looks amazing. Meta has already started selling their first headsets inside the store, and it looks very clean. I think they went for some sort of like an Apple-esque look, if that's even something you can call it. Looks very clean. That big wall TV that shows other people what other people are doing inside VR at the moment is amazing. It's open in their campus in Burlingame, California, and that is the place where the first physical Meta store has opened. The store is officially open as of May 9th, with interactive demos of Beat Saber, Golf Plus, Real VR Fishing, and Supernatural on a large wall-to-wall curved LED screen that displays what you're seeing in headset, according to a blog post from the company. So, you know, if they did their job right, they're going to show the virtual world to people. People are gonna love it, and they're going to walk out of the store with a headset. Now, a lot of people might only go there to try out VR for their very first time. You know, a lot of people being non-believers are going to be converted into believers. This definitely sounds like we're creating a cult of sorts, and I mean, I'm not saying anything, but if you want to join the cult, do make sure to slap that little red button down below. That was actually quite smooth. I didn't expect that to happen. It just kind of did. But yeah, have you guys managed to visit the Meta store? I know a ton of you were telling me about it down below, how you want to visit it, and of course I can't, because I'm all the way in Ireland and they're in California, so quite a long distance thing, you know. Do let me know if you visited it down below. Did you like it? Did you enjoy the experience? And does it really look as beautiful as it does in the pictures? And finally, NVIDIA researchers have created possibly the thinnest VR displays to date. These systems are only 2.5 millimeters thin. So this is super thin. I can't even visualize that. Like, you can't see. I wouldn't even know. Called the holographic glasses. This could one day lead to VR headsets as thin as sunglasses. But for now, this is research technology with severe practical limitations. NVIDIA's researchers are presenting a new different type of VR optical system using a pupil replicating waveguide and spatial light modulator, and a geometric phase lens. It's a technically detailed but very clearly written paper. So rather than paraphrasing, we invite you to read it in the researchers' own words. And of course, this is Upload VR's words, so I also invite you to check that paper out, because as you could already probably tell with me reading these very complicated long words, my small brain isn't capable of necessarily. I mean, I probably could, but it would take hours and hours of research, and then I would say something wrong and lead you guys on the wrong track. No, but truth be told, it would make this video 20 minutes long, and we can't have that. The algorithm just doesn't support me in those use cases. Either way, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day, or night. If you guys enjoyed this one, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too. But please let me know why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord down below and check out our Reddit. Thank you so much to the Patreons that are supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, paying my bills, paying my subscriptions, and overall making these videos better. As usual, in case you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.